All right, welcome to another beautiful edition of the Locker Room on Voice of the People Television. My name is Jerry Alpelewa, and of course, you can see me smiling, and I am so excited because this is a good day. And of course, everything turned around for my good. That was the song I sang into the studio this lovely afternoon, and there's so much going down as far as the football world is concerned. The Super Falcons of Nigeria, they are the queens of Africa once again, and I must say it ended in glory. That is just the word, because I think this is the best final we've seen as far as the AFCON is concerned. Before, it used to be, and then the Super Falcons win, they just run over their opponents and just easy peasy. But this time around, we saw African football from the female angle at its best. And of course, we now have a new, a new Cristiano Ronaldo, a new Lionel Messi. Anyway, we'll be a lot of that and more on the show, because a lot to talk about. Mission X delivered the La Decima. You remember, prior to this competition, we say La Decima, the Super Falcons are going for the La Decima, talking about the 10th trophy, and Mission X, that was the brand they took to the competition, and it was delivered. Okay, and Ikechukwu is here with us, back again. And of course, last week, we made a lot of permutations about this game. I don't understand your feeling towards the game, but it is what it is. But let's not let the cat out of the bag, because there's still a lot we're going to see on this show today. Great to have you join us.
Yeah, good evening, Jerry, and good evening to our viewers. It's a good day. It's a very good day. My weekend was amazing. I enjoyed the weekend. Of course, the Falcons actually won. And I received a message from an unusual person because we won. And it was interesting, right? And it's a good day, like you said. Let's have the conversation. La Decima, Mission X, now we are the undisputable champion of Africa. And it was a very good game. A lot of talent was discovered in this tournament. And it really showed that the tournament has really grown over the years. And we look forward to see, stronger teams coming out of Africa. Morocco have actually made a statement. And it's funny, they're going to be hosting the tournament again, the next one. That means they're going to be hosting it 3 times in a row. But then I just hope that, they get to actually win one, because they've really grown as a team as well. They've done a whole lot for football development as regards, their own country. And the Super Falcons, it was a very beautiful game. Congratulations once again to the girls. Yeah.
If what they did in that final yesterday, was it yesterday or that game was played?
Yes, on Saturday.
Saturday. If that's what they're going to be doing, they should not be worried. The Super Falcons will win all the 3 editions they're going to host. I'm assuring them on that, because I wasn't really happy with the fact that they did everything to win. They were even pointing lasers at our players.
Yes, that was terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible. You can't. The thing is that even the last AFCON, the last WAFCON, I beg your pardon, they also did the same thing to our players. In that game we lost.
I was expecting, CAF to actually step in to make a very strong statement, But then, at this point, CAF is still very much a handicap, as regards female football.
There's this word one of the normally says, those who go are boring, goals are soaring. In the sense that CAF is in a situation where Morocco is the baby, is the demigod in terms of hosting the WAFCON, because a lot of countries are shying away from hosting the WAFCON.
Yes.
Had it been they had a lot of options, what Morocco has been doing, I think, is enough for CAF to call them to order. True. But it seems like CAF is so afraid, and I'm not comfortable with them hosting the next 2 editions, because it will not give them a due advantage. Though they've been good hosts, but wanting to win at all costs, that shouldn't be it.
The antics that come with playing against North Africans, I don't think it should be surprising to any football lover or football followers in Africa. Even Nigerians, we know how it is, and then we're up against them. So it's expected. At 2 goals down, they actually still pointing the laser. And the referee, in that particular match, actually was a very brilliant person. She stood her ground. She took, this strong decision. If it were to be other referee, they would have caved at that point where they were screaming for penalty. That would have been harsh. But then she actually stood her ground, and the Super Falcons did a good job. From 2 goals down, I wouldn't have thought. For a team that's yet to actually concede a goal in this tournament, first in this tournament, actually, came 2 goals behind in the final with all of the pressure against the whole side. It says a lot about the character of the team. And once again, I'll say kudos to the girls. They did so well.
All right, yeah, it was on kudos at first start from Ikechukwu, but I will let the cat out of the bag. I will even screenshot the chats these young men were cooking up in the WhatsApp group, all against me. Anyway, in the midst of all of that, I was trying to make my way down to the president of the Nigerian Supporters Club, mom's funeral. It happened in Surulere on Saturday. I had to be there before 7, so I was en route. So when I got there, I started running back home to see that game. I was even on the road when that game started, so I didn't really see a lot of the first half. So that's why I was not busy. Even my phone was down. I couldn't reply you guys. I could only see the message, and of course my phone went off. Put on the gen, before you know, fuel was not enough. So I just had to listen over the radio because even my dad was around. So he was listening over the radio. One of my guys, the voice on one of the Nigerian radio stations, and of course. I told my dad, don't give up. A lot of people are already on the Super Falcons. These Super Falcons I'm seeing are still going to win this competition. Mayowa, I understand. Yeah, I understand your fears. Madugu ball eventually paid off. This is not Finidi ball. This is Madugu ball. There's nothing F in this. No failure in this. This is M. Miracle. Madugu ball. All right. I understand your fears. I know you were speaking on the part of fear, but you guys should once and for all have faith in what is made in Nigeria. Yeah.
Well, it's always amazing to be here. I wonder why Ikechukwu will be doubting the Super Falcons. I just
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Why? No. You were partners in your disbelief. Don't alienate yourself. You were all in that WhatsApp group. So if I have received it, I'm going to produce it on the show. So you guys can't run away from it. Okay.
But I mean, it was an interesting match, and kudos to the girls. We have to first of all, in as much as on Friday, and to be honest, the criticism was very correct on Friday. The first half was, disastrous. Madugu decided to play 2 holding midfielders, and that ruined a lot of our creativity, and that gave the Moroccans the opportunity to be able to take everything we're giving to them and score those goals due to the mistake of our central defenders. So I mean, when I was complaining in the group that Echegini absence is really hurting us, and when Echegini came in, you could see the game change. Echegini was the lifeline in the midfield. We added, she coming in gave us an edge in the midfield, and it allowed our players to move forward. Risola was up there, Ajibade was also pressed forward. Then Okoronkwo that has been isolated since had the opportunity to do a whole lot of damage because we had other players running in. So I mean, kudos to Madugu. The first half, he didn't get it right. Went in the second half. In the 60th minute, made some changes, and the girls were really, really fantastic. Also, the referee, kudos. Didn't cave under pressure, called it as it's supposed to be, and the girl finally won. I will be the one to raise my hand up. I mean, yes, the criticism was needed on Friday. However, Madugu delivered, and congratulations to Madugu, edging his name, in the history books, and Nigeria winning the first title and also becoming the most successful female football team across the world, peeping China and USA with the number of titles won. So kudos to the girls. I hope they can build on this, and I hope CAF can find other alternative hosts, because the next WAFCON will be very, very critical. That tournament will also serve as a qualifier for the next World Cup. Are we trusting Morocco to host it and not have undue influence on the tournament? But all in all, kudos to the girls. They've really done so well. And the course Madugu made, they were the right one, and finally paid off.
Yeah, I'm glad that Madugu chose the right occasion to sell himself, because prior to this final, a lot of people were questioning his abilities. Randy Wajon, number 1 culprit, which I believe is an act of jealousy. The fact that he's now getting a job, someone who worked under him, he never had faith that Madugu had what it takes. He said that this team is going without a good coaching setup, that the players were doing it all, that if the team is going to win, it's going to be based on their own abilities, not because the coaching crew is good enough. And I think I saw a team better than Randy Wardron's team. With all due respect to Randy Wardron, this team is far better than what we saw in the last AFCON. Because this team conceded 2. You know, a lot of fears were that if this team concedes, how would they be able to recover? They conceded 2 in the first half against an opposition that was the host nation. And let's not take it away as well. The Moroccans also had a World Cup winning coach, a Spanish coach on their side. So a lot of things were against Madugu as far as this game is concerned. But the man rose from the ashes and delivered the goods, made the changes. And one big thing he also did in this competition that is worthy of note. Taking the captaincy of Oshoala and giving it to Rashida Ajibade was a big one. And the fact that he was able to bench Oshoala in this competition is also a bold move, because some other coach like Randy Wardron will want to play Onumonu who will be gasping for breath. Will want to play Oshoala because Oshoala beautiful passes. Those are passes made in male football. These are world-class passes. And you cannot take it away from her. Fantastic football from Esther Okoronkwo. And I got to find out that her father once played for the Super Eagles.
Isaac Okoronkwo.
Isaac Okoronkwo. And she has even had the meeting with the likes of Coach Akano back then when she was young, when we never knew she was going to eventually become a footballer. So football runs in her genes. 2 assists and a goal contribution. What more can you ask of? Bringing in with changing it, who was injured prior to this game, still taking the bold step, everything in the second half.
Assert himself against, competitive team, more competitive team outside Africa. I mean, we've always won this tournament, like I said. So it's really nothing aside the fact that we are just.
This is the best we've had. Go and check the last AFCON we won. Most of the time when they're playing the final, they play 6-0, 5-0.
No. The last time when we played against South Africa in 2018.
This is the biggest final we've had.
No,
coming from 2-0
because you came from behind.
Yeah,
yes, but I mean, it was because we were sloppy.
Easy. No,
it was because we were sloppy.
No,
I mean,
you
goals from error.
You self will admit that Africa back then and now there's so much difference.
No, I agree with you when you say the football African football Guinea, right? But what I'm saying is Nigeria has always been the most powerful, but they are closing in the ranks. And it's evident that we are really not developing as regards, a team, as a team should. Look at this team now. Look at the number of players. I mean, like Okoronkwo and co. We got them from abroad. That's what I'm saying. We don't. Back in the days, I mean, most of our players in Super Falcons are girls made from either Pelican Stars, this other very strong Nigerian. Something Angels, I mean Rivers Angels. These are the teams that these are more like the feeders of the Falcons. But today we don't have that anymore. That's what I'm saying. We don't have the necessary pipeline. So yes, the talents will always be there, but because of this particular problem, we will continue to have a team that we'll go into the tournament. Yeah, we'll have a crop of players to actually play, but these guys will be closing it, and the time will come where we'll have all of the names going to that particular tournament, but winning will become impossible. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Anyway, when that time comes, these great teams which were the funnel for the Super Falcons along the line, there a lot of distortion. They were no longer being supported. But now, with the appointment of Duku, for instance, and of course what we've seen with Manu Gabaru return, I think we'll have something different now. So let's just wait and see. Because I'm, of course, not happy that we don't have a lot of NWFL players in this team. But that's been taken. We cannot take the glory away from this team. But let's Mayowa, this Super Falcons side, a lot were riding on Mission X. They had purpose. And let's pick out the players. Players like Esther Okoronkwo, we just spoke about her. I think definitely woman of the match. She should definitely, arguably, the best player of this tournament. If you want to take, arguably, I'm not saying.
Yes.
I'm not saying she should. Because it's 9 goal contributions in all the games.
It was between her and Rashidat Adibari. Yeah. But there's something about this award, this player of the tournament award. Usually, they really don't just give it to a first timer. it's difficult. You have to have, proven over time that you have the quality to actually do it. And that's why when you are, head to head with someone who has been in the tournament before, who also shown that, who also shown a class in that particular tournament, it's difficult for you to play with, especially when you guys are in the same team. Right? If Ajibade were to be in another team and then she did all she did and got to the finals, and even if she defeated Ajibade, she would have perhaps nicked it. But they both won the trophy, so it's going to be difficult. Ajibade is the leader of the team. That's also going to be coming into play. And not just the leader of the team, she actually gave a very big input. So that's exactly why the award actually went to her. And she also deserved it. So it's very much between the both of them. And it's so good that the girls actually came back home and she won the best player in the finals. So for Ajibade, yes, she's shown that she's truly a true leader. I saw that person's congratulating her on X, calling her Mommy Gio because of how she actually rallied the girl.
She takes her Christian faith seriously.
Yeah,
that's one thing about her. She's level-headed. She's God-fearing. She doesn't take her faith lightly, and of course she brings that into the camp as well. She leads them in terms of prayers and so on and so forth. She's more like a young mother figure in that team. And of course, being the captain of this side, they're still very young. A lot, maybe 2 more WAFCON titles.
Only 5 players have won this tournament.
Yeah.
In this team.
In this team.
So 18. The remainder of the 18 players have not won it before.
This is their first time.
It tells you how much of a fresh legs we have in this tournament. And of course, we hope to see this particular team with additional a couple of them coming down the line, couple of years. We hope to see them going to a major tournament together in the next 5 years, at least before we start looking at replacing them with other players because of age and all. But then all around, this is the very first step for me. I'm going to be very sincere. Madugu is here to convince me because of what I saw in this particular tournament. The talent of the girls really came out, but trust me, we struggled in a lot of ways, especially technically, and it's so terrible.
Technically, we bounced back in the second half. Yeah. I think with the passes and the collections I saw good technical work. If you want, can you take away that beautiful connecting ball to changing it to score that goal? Come on, what other technicality do you want? You want it to be written in further maths, in physics before you understand this is.
See, there's something.
Passes. What are you saying?
There's something I know about.
Yeah, you see those passes? Oh, come on. If you see that pass in the Champions League final coming from Dembele, I know you are going to say, "Wow, he's a world-class player." So on and so forth. But because it's Madugu ball, you want to see something wrong. You want, come on. Why, come on.
No, I mean, the thing is this, the girl stepped up. See, and I will still give Madugu the kudos. He was able to knock out the tactics of a World Cup winning coach. Yes, the weakness of the Moroccan side has always been, I think her name is Benzema or something, the lady with the hijab that plays in central defense. She has always been one of the weak spots of that particular team. And Madugu exploited that from the 60th minute in that particular game, and it worked. So, I mean, in the last 30 minutes of the game, he tactically outmaneuvered the World Cup winning coach and scored 3 goals. And the changes he made led to 3 goals being scored. So, I mean, we want to give him kudos for doing that. And also, the call he is able to make. I can bet it with you, if it were to be a wild drum that took us to the tournament, Onumonu, Asatu Shola will probably be part of that team. Even if Francesca Odega, if he's not injured, will be part of that team. And they Chegini,
Odega is here,
and all those.
She was mostly on the bench.
Yes,
He would have been starting her even though she's not doing well. Even though he would have given the young players to sit on the bench.
And Odega only played 1 game, and after that game she got injured, and that was it. She only played 1 game, and after that game she got injured. And Odega, I don't think, going forward with the way the team is right now, I don't think he has any chance to play for Nigeria again because of the new talent that's coming in. However, I want to throw a stone. The girls, there was a whole lot of clamoring as regards the preparation. The NFF president was there shining his teeth. However, when it was time for them to put everything in to the preparation of the girls, a private citizen rescued the girls and gave them somewhere to camp in Ijebu-Ode, whereas the NFF president was there shining his teeth, holding the trophy. How long are we continuing? How long are we going to be doing this? How long? The girls were complaining. There was a whole lot of, inadequacies in the preparation. The right things were not put in place for the preparation. As far as I'm concerned, the girls were just resilient because even the FA did not really support them that much. Should I shock you? Their kids came in late, and they're supposed to be representing Nigeria, and we have the NFL president there shining his teeth on the podium.
That one is not NFL president. That one is that's overzealous president that is just answering title that doesn't deserve. They just know that. Goso is just a figurehead. That's the truth.
We need to do better. We cannot continue in this trajectory. The girls have put in their own, they have delivered, and I hope the $1 million CAF is giving to the FA. I hope all the allowances and all the match bonuses will be paid first. I hope the coach will not be old. Because, I don't want to hear any excuse that the girls who are putting their best to deliver a trophy for Nigeria, they brought smiles in the face of Nigeria. For 2 hours, Nigerians forgot about, the situation in the country, and they were really the shining teeth NFL president will be able to deliver and give the girls what they are due, and not after 2-3 months we'll be hearing that they are owing the coach, they are owing the girls. It's just unfortunate that we have people who don't know anything about football run football. I was so disappointed based on the kind of preparation that went into the girls' preparation for this tournament. I was so disappointed when I saw the FA president standing on that podium. He does not deserve to stand there because of what he did to the girls. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, Maiwa, it's unfortunate. Definitely you want to come and take the glory. Let me even shock you. Do you know that these girls were still even owed lots of bonuses, allowances, camp allowances prior to the final? If you notice, they had to make it a big spectacle that they've paid them. The president has approved that he has paid them. Let me tell you, it was the intervention in the lives of Shehu Diko, making sure that the president was aware, because he's the only one who has the access. Pay these girls so that they will be happy to play in the final. Because if these girls have it at the back of their mind, they are going to be old, it will create distraction. And these players, imagine they were 2-0 down with all the anger. Whatever the second half, they will just come down and just throw, let the match just end. The frustration and the anger of the country they are playing for. So the thing is that it's unfortunate we come from this kind of climb. Someone like Gasol would want to take glory for what he contributed little or nothing for. And this $1 million coming from CAF. We all know the story, Maiwa. You hear birds flying. You hear a lot of story. House snake. Till today, $200,000 was missing in the NFF. I took that story. I remember that story very well from the coffers. Coffers, I'm talking about a safe inside the glass house. A safe that they know the people who have the combination to unlock it. They say $200,000 was taken from it. And they could not ask those who have the combination, where is the money? Until today, that money is gone. Is that the same NFF that you give $1 million? Yours is 6 months' time. 6 months is too far. Nobody will hear when the alert will drop now. When the treasurer will, President, that money has landed. How far? What's the sharing formula? Everybody will drop their account number. It's gone. It's gone. And we have the NWFL, they can invest that money so that we'll have quality players. The under-20, the under-17, they can use that to fund them, to make this easy so that the Super Falcons will have better preparation ahead of the next WAFCON. But that will not be it. Everybody will be looking for how much they will make. But let's not take that away. We understand that Morocco has filed a petition to the Confederation of African Football questioning the eligibility of 2 Nigerian players, talking about Ashley Pumphrey and Mitchell Alozie, who played in the women's AFCON final. I think this is laughable. Nigeria has been playing for the Super Falcons. I think this should be our second WAFCON, if I'm correct.
She went to the World Cup too.
She went to the World Cup. When we beat Australia, Australia did not ask us, why did we play Ashley? This is laughable. Morocco should just
The
take their loss.
funniest is Alozie. I was asking myself, okay, what did Alozie do wrong?
No.
Against Morocco the last time.
What's the difference between Alozie and
last
Okoronkwo?
time, the one she played last time was fake. This one is the original one. They are now complaining, saying that they are not Nigerians. Okay, maybe they were speaking for them. Maybe they were speaking for them. They didn't understand or the pitch. So they say, this for them is not Nigerian. Let's ask.
But Okoronkwo was also born there.
But that one they didn't speak as her skin was very too black. She maybe her phone is still Nigerian.
No, she was born there. Echegini as well.
But FIFA cleared Ashley Ponty. But FIFA cleared Ashley Ponty to play
long
for Nigeria.
time.
And these guys not doing their research very well.
It shows you that these ladies, this Moroccan federation, they need to ask them questions. Because even, Promre was granted approval to play for Nigeria in 2021. After it was established that our partner grandfather is a Nigerian. That's 4 years now. And Alozie, on the other hand, was born in the USA to Nigerian parents. And the NFF is not concerned about the protest anyway, with the top member terming it as dead on arrival. Yeah, it's laughable. It's laughable.
I understand what it feels like to actually lose at this stage. I mean, from 2 goals down, you lose against
your own ground.
on your own turf when you've done everything, and number of celebration that they prepare after.
The first half they would have even started doing parties.
It's just like the miracle in Istanbul that Liverpool won against AC Milan.
Yeah.
After the first half, the guys went on the rampage. The AC Milan players went on the rampage. They started drinking. They started, it's over already. Let's just go into the game and just kill time. You understand? So and all of the perhaps they must have made calls. Okay, this is the hotel we want to hold the party. There's a video of a journalist, I think it's a photographer, a Moroccan photographer, a female. She was crying. So it says a lot about how painful this defeat is. And they've gone through a lot. I mean, remember how they actually suffered against South Africa as well. So now again, they lost against Nigeria. It's big. I mean, right there at home, it's not an experience, that they prepared to actually take in. They've expected that they're going to win this one, and they've gone 2 goals ahead. I think the biggest mistake they made was not to find a way to kill the game in the second half. They came out, looking for more goals, hoping that yes, exactly. So that's exactly what they're biggest on doing. I think this is exactly where the coach actually failed. If you are 2 goals up, what you need to do is to actually soak up the pressure and hit on the fast break. But they made that very terrible
recommendation because they thought they had the best coach in the world, and Madugu was a local coach. So what does he know? Yeah, guys, it's not by.
Madugu had the talent in the disposal. That's
it's not by Ogali Mata. It's not by we won the World Cup before.
I mean, apart from Denabi that won it in 2018, every other coach for Nigeria has been a local coach.
Yeah.
Every other coach that won it 9 times, plus Madugu, they've been local coaches.
That's why we are supposed. That's why we are supposed to
have luck.
That's why the evidence of us having the best talent in Africa will always be there. Why can't these coaches take our girls to win the CAF Female Champions League?
The CAF Female Champions
Yes.
League. Have you seen the level of competition? Do you know this? See, if
we have the best players,
I'm talking about the level of preparation. How many? Even the male team struggle. Yes, because the Edo State government was sponsoring the Edo Queens. It's difficult for even the male team now playing the CAF on the continent. Do you know how difficult it is? I think Brady there told us of what happened to them. That they traveled to an away game without enough sweaters and so to cover them from the cold. That when they got there, the weather alone has already defeated them.
It was illegal. Anybody didn't go to the continent. It was a league.
No, there was one game he said they went to play. That when they traveled there,
CAF Conventions Cup. I
yes,
think it was against
CAF Conventions Cup. It's when they traveled there, even the kids, they didn't have enough to cover them. They didn't prepare very well. That the weather alone was what made them lose that game. So imagine that for the men team, CAF Champions League. You are not talking about CAF Women's Champions League. Don't worry. Go and win the CAF Women's Champions League with that.
League again, Jerry. This is not.
See, we have the talent. I can tell you. It's just that we don't have good sponsorship. These ladies are not well taken care of. The what the Mamelodi ladies are enjoying, give it to the Nigerian Women League. I'm telling you, if they will not dominate the CAF Women Champions League. What the Mamelodi ladies are enjoying in terms of sponsorship, welfare, and so on and so forth, give it to Edo Queens. Give it to the Nigerian Women Football League.
See, what I'm saying is simple. I'm saying that as it stands now, look at our national team, right? If you take our girls from our league and then give the job to a local coach to actually take us to this tournament, are they going to win? That's what I'm asking.
Yes. If you give them necessary preparation.
And how many of them made the Super Falcons?
They don't. You don't even need to. How many of them?
No, I'm asking now.
They will.
How many of them made the Super Falcons?
They will win the WAFCON.
How many of them?
Oga, I am telling you, they will win it.
Two.
They will win it. Give them the best preparation. All the teams that have been winning it. All
one from Nasarawa United
played where? Play 4 minutes.
In the third game, the defender from Edo Queens, played 2 games against.
Anyway, it is what it is.
Lady from Edo Queens play in the third game against, play against Algeria in the third game.
Okay, let's also take a look at the CAF 11. Talking about the Confederation of African Football has released the best 11 team for the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, and the Nigerian Super Falcons have 4 players in the selection, namely Rashida Chejibade, Esther Okoronkwo, Michelle Alozie, and Chiamaka Nandioze. And of course, these players were recognized for their impressive performances in the competition. Ajibade was named the most valuable player of the tournament, while Nandioze was named the best goalkeeper. Alozie was recognized as the best right back. Is she naturally right back? Most of the time I see her do a lot of work in the midfield.
Yes,
she's more like a number 10 to me.
She
plays the Trent Alexander-Arnold of the Super Falcons.
She plays the inverted fullback comfortably.
Yeah, and Okoronkwo played a pivotal role in Nigeria's triumph, scoring 2 goals and providing 6 assists. That's tremendous. I think for me, she's now the best female footballer, as far as I'm concerned, on the pitch. And then best female goalkeeper in the world is Chiamaka Nandioze.
She has always been the standard goalkeeper in Africa.
In the world, for me. I don't care about what the other people say. She should be winning the Ballon d'Or Women Footballer of the Year. She's a fantastic goalkeeper. She has what it takes. And of course, other teams with players in the best 11 include South Africa's Bayana with 3 players, Morocco with 2 players, and Ghana Black Queens with 2 players. And of course, you must give the Black Queens defeating the Bayana. That's a good big one for the Black Queens.
Yes, Jerry. In African football, after Nigeria, I think the first team that actually rose up or woke up in female football is Ghana. You're not
asking what happened to them now.
No. It's still the same thing with the West African teams. We have this problem of football development across West Africa. If you look at the Ghanaian teams, many of their players now are even from abroad, right? Like even the Cameroonians who also have the same problem. So it's a West African problem. And they used to have this player, Obatusaki. I think she also won the best player in Africa at the point. So they have that very strong talent pool. But of course, what's happening to us is still very much the same thing happening to them. Only that their own is in a very bigger scale because they don't have the number of talent that we churn out regularly. But Ghana has always been a very strong team. So it's not surprising for me that they actually defeated the South Africans in the third place game. And plus, third place games are usually a game of low morale. People go into these games, with the let's just go play the game so that they will not sanction us. Not like they will really want to play it. So it's usually go anyway. And congratulations to the Black Queens. I just hope that they can actually continue from this particular trajectory and then keep competing at highest level in female African football, because over the years they've really stepped back, and it was only Cameroon and South Africa that are at the loggerhead with Nigeria for the WAFCON championship. So let's see if this is going to actually breathe a fresh air into Ghanaian female football.
All right, my one, we saw the best 11, and of course, well deserved, you ask me.
Definitely well deserved. I mean, Nigeria won the tournament. I mean, you expect players to be, which is totally correct. South Africans to forget the fact that Nigeria knocked them. They are wanting to be fair. For the Ghanaians, they are rebuilding. A lot of the players from Ghanaian side they are in their early, and also they are going the road to bring born players to come. All players join them in their early. Watch out for that guy. They can continue to as ready. Don't well cross Europe, and
Okay.
I think the country coach now
Okay.
just and
All right. Well, we can barely hear you because the network is really breaking. Okay. I don't know. We could barely hear him there. The network is really breaking. But I understand he was trying to talk about the Ghanaians who are getting better. And of course, they're building for the future. So that maybe you give them a safe face. But it is what it is. Hopefully, in the next WAFCON, we'll see a better team from the Black Queens. That's not to take it away from them. They won the third place match, beating the Bayana, the almighty Bayana. This was the team that's one of the favorites to win the competition. And it is a good one. Some will say maybe the apathy towards that game, but it is what it is. They beat the Bayana to win the third place match. And of course, that means they are the third best team in Africa, as we speak. So a lot going into that one. And let's now take it over to Europe. Liverpool has agreed to sell winger Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich for a total fee of £65 million. Diaz, who has 2 years remaining on his contract, has been given permission to leave Liverpool's Asia tour to finalize the move, and the deal was reached after Bayern Munich returned with a second offer, which the Reds accepted after securing what they consider to be full market value. Okay, this is a player they bought for £37 million, and selling him for £5 million and another add-ons. I think it's a good one. They will not have more money to go for Isak.
I don't know what Liverpool is planning.
Yeah.
Liverpool is actually doing a very good business in this window. Yes, this is champion stuff. You win, the stakes is high. You have to actually maintain that level. And what it takes to maintain a high level is to actually come in with top teams, top players to get stronger, so that you. Because a lot of persons who want to, beat you, they want to take you down, and the only way you can actually do it is to refresh your squad and put people who are hungry, who've not won title before, who'll be highly motivated to actually go all the way to actually bleed for the jersey. Luis Diaz has really given a lot for Liverpool, and Liverpool has also given a lot to him as well. So I think it's a very fair move. The both of them were happy. Liverpool is actually bringing a couple of talents in this window, and Luis Diaz also is going to a strong team where I think his starting place is going to be very well guaranteed, compared to Liverpool, because of course Liverpool, Bayern Munich at this point doesn't have a lot of players playing from the left wing. The like of Gnabry and co, they are not as good as they were back in the day. So I think that's exactly what they are looking at for him. But then it's going to be a very good one. Let's see what is going to turn out for Liverpool this season, or if Liverpool is going to really regret selling him, because I don't think Liverpool has anyone that is better than Luis Diaz playing for that particular position now.
Right,
so that's going to be where
Gakpo is good.
No, Gakpo cannot.
Luis Diaz.
Gakpo cannot.
Luis Diaz.
Be a Luis Diaz.
See, I know Luis Diaz very well. The thing is that Luis Diaz is a fantastic player, but the problem is that he gets complacent and he is wasteful.
Gakpo cannot play from the flank. He doesn't have that bite. He cannot.
Gakpo's goals contribution and Luis Diaz in that position determines, for me, who is doing well in that position.
Okay.
Luis Diaz, for instance, can beat a player and waste it. And Luis Diaz, when there's no competition, he doesn't deliver. But when he knows that there's competition, it's just like an African footballer. When he knows there's something at stake, that's when he delivers in terms of goals contribution and plays well. He's an off and on player. It's not like an injury.
Gakpo for me is more of a centre forward.
And we also have a Kitike.
Well,
who can also play from there.
Maybe a Kitike. Let's see if a Kitike can play very well from there, or it's going to be the arrowhead. I don't know.
Mario, don't worry. Don't let this man worry. Let him worry about the Buebo Acuna. He will leave a Kitike and a Gakpo to do their own running.
Well, I mean, I think it's a good one that Luis Diaz. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, that's finally leaving. I mean, he has struggled at Liverpool, and it seems the arrangement is not working out for him. I think, he goes to a team where he has an opportunity to be able to rebuild and, continue playing while Liverpool, gets their wish, they get some money, and they can use that to invest in the kind of player they want. However, the big question is this: will Isak be able to fit in very well? Will Isak be able to deliver the way they wanted Cody Gakpo to deliver? That's a very big question for Liverpool. And also, all these players that they are buying, are they going to gel together to be able to produce the result? I mean, I hope Liverpool are going the route of Nottingham Forest that bought 11 players, and it took them 2 years before those players began to gel. So, in as much as it's good for Luis Diaz, it's also good for Liverpool. But I think splashing that much on Isak, I don't think it's necessary. They should look at other places in the team that needs reinforcement. I think they have enough in front of goal rather than wanting to add that, to the front lines, if you would ask me.
Yeah, Mario, for a team that 11 years ago, Borini was their major player against Real Madrid. That was at 2014. Now they have money to spend. You're not telling them not to spend money. It has never happened in the history of Liverpool. Liverpool is buying players this way. So, and they just won the Premier League. And let's not forget, they also made a lot of sales too. Adding Luis Diaz to that sale, let them get his sack. Yes, so that at least we've suffered enough Darwin Núñez. After Darwin Núñez for 3 years, then you don't buy his sack. I better go calm down. Let it be. Let it be. Anyway, and of course, the sad passing of Diogo Jota, who used to be our go-to man.
So you're selling Darwin Núñez as well?
Yes, it's for sale. Man United is on the table. Please come and take
United
it.
Is not on the table for.
No, you can come and add
Why is United on the table for Darwin Núñez?
Yeah, it's possible. Anything can change.
Are you looking at buying him?
Things can change. Things can change. Please, you can show interest now.
We don't want to come and add to our problem. We have
enough problem. No, it is that it might do well. You might do well at Man U. It is that it might come to Man U and become a fantastic player.
Thank you.
Why might come to Man U and become a fantastic player?
Yeah. Yeah, so he's also looking for players from Man U too. So.
Let me shock you. Manchester United at the moment is one of the wrongest clubs you can go to. Top players come there and they become ordinary. Højlund was doing so with Allianz Real. Højlund is a shadow of himself. And that has been consistent for the past 2 years. So, I mean, he's already not doing well at Liverpool. Do you think he will do well in Manchester United?
Miracles do happen.
I don't think so.
It might just be the missing piece of the jigsaw.
Anyway, it is what it is. I like the way you are joining in the banter against your club.
No.
I like it.
We are the world champion.
Champion more than him.
Chelsea is the world champion.
Boropo's fan. It is well.
Well, go and put your house in order.
Yeah. Why a world champion is saying put your house in order. So you can. It's not his fault.
Put your house in order, my brother.
It's not his fault. Anyway, we'll have to wrap it up now. And of course, news just filtering in is that the Super Falcons are getting reward left, right, and center. We heard that $100,000 has been given to the team, courtesy of the president, and they'll be given national honors, which is also a commendable one. A 3-bedroom flat in Abuja. I hope it will not be in 1994 own. That I hope Rufai got his own before he passed on. May he so rest in peace. But I know. Anyway,
it took them 30 years to give them.
Yeah. So
you are going too far. The 2013 team.
Yes.
That won the Nations Cup.
Got in their own. I hope. But this one, no. At least they will get the money they get now. They should use that one to go and buy flat, or add money to it to go and buy flat, and wait for the one that will come.
Are you sure they are going to get the money?
No, they should go. No, the $100,000
directly to their account. Are you sure they will get it?
No.
Are you sure they will get it?
I trust Oshoala. I trust some players in the camp. They will tell us. They will tell us if the money didn't get to them. And we will let the world know.
And if they tell you, what will you do?
At least we will let the world know. In case the money will be released. Goso and Co may want to pocket the house. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll ask the FCT minister if it's Abuja. Because since the STV Star has been good enough to give to his members of his people, so he should be able to give at least he should be able to give the small one, because since his family members are enjoying, at least he doesn't have to wait for anybody.
There's land remaining.
If there's land remaining,
If there's land remaining, they have not shared it.
See, there's land in Abuja, even those hinter parts, those I don't know Abuja very well, even those other areas. I hope it's not areas that bandits will have access to. But let's also commend them. And of course, the governor's promo is giving them 10 million naira each as well to all of the players. So it's a commendable one. All right,
wow.
At least to encourage them. And okay, we're getting message on YouTube now. This one says, who's captain of Super Eagles self? Is it Musa, Ekong, or Moses Simon? Or who? I forgot to mention senior man. I think the Super Eagles captain is still Ekong, except something. Is Ekong. Except something else happened. Time really fast when we're having calls. Taurid is saying that EK, you are not supposed to be happy for our guys because you speak negatively about the girls. Okay. Taurid, you can't go. Taurid, 10 seconds, we have to go.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm happy for the girls. Okay. Congratulations to you guys, but not for EK, because EK always speak negatively about our girls.
Thank you.
I mean, he said, oh, no, they can't play. They don't know how to play. You said all that last week.
Taurid, it's good to hear your voice, Taurid.
Thank you very much, Taurid. You're always my witness.
Thank you.
And I love you for that.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Mayowa.
Sisi, have we called out? Don't worry, we'll continue to call you out. Sisi has not started. All right, big thanks to Mayowa, big thanks to KHQ for being a part of the show. Big thanks to the guys behind the scenes for making the show great. Talking about the likes of Shegun, Sam, as well as Jeremiah, and not leaving out Hassan. My name is Jerry Apello. I say thanks for being a part of the show. And up next is Political Lens with Chukwuma Okoro. Stay tuned.